Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Thorpe TV on YouTube and ThorpeTube on Kick. We have a very, very special episode today. I have filed a civil lawsuit against Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II, aka Destiny. And we're going to be getting into everything about it today. My complaint that I filed, his response so far, and my evidence. So I'm very excited, a little bit nervous, but this is going to be quite an episode. I want to start this out by saying that I have been experiencing my reputation being ruined by creators for a long time, and I have never taken really any definitive action to defend myself against them doing this, and I have never really dealt with how much this has affected my ability to succeed online as a streamer, YouTuber, kick streamer, whatever you want to say. I've just taken it as, like, that's how the internet works. Suck it up, buttercup, and just deal with it. And I've tried to cope with it as much as possible by turning it into a meme and hoping people don't bring it up and desperately trying to restore my reputation. And I thought that suing somebody was really difficult. It's not. At least not as far as I've gotten with the process. It's not as hard as I thought it was. And while it has been really emotionally crazy, I've been on a roller coaster personally. It is a good feeling. It's a good feeling. And I was sick of talking about it. And I was like, okay, you know what? The statute of limitations for defamatory statements made by Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II is almost up, which I'm actually incorrect about. There are more. But with the specific one I was talking about, I was like, it's almost up. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it and see what happens. I think it's time. Why am I so afraid of this guy or his fans or any of this? And what inspired me to sue Destiny was actually, weirdly, a much smaller YouTuber who I don't want to say because she didn't want me to talk about this publicly, but just in broad terms, a much smaller YouTuber who DM'd me and just told me that she was suing somebody for $20,000 to $30,000 based on a really, really, I would say, very petty, small claim between two channels. But she was suing for defamation. And she said she had talked to a lawyer and a lawyer had taken her on. And I was like, wow, really? So you have more balls than me. You're going to do this, but I'm not. Over this really quite petty thing, some kind of accusation that was made to like maybe 50 to 100 viewers. And I was just motivated. All of a sudden, I was just like, you know what? If you're going to do that, then I'm going to do this. I'm going to do what I can. And so I'd like to start out with a prayer to one of my favorite saints, Saint Rita. Don't worry if you're not comfortable with prayer. I am not either. You don't have to feel anything. I feel basically nothing when I pray, but I try to do it anyways. And if you're from the Destiny orbit, or you're a Destiny fan, I suggest you mute or fast forward if you're watching the replay, because you might spontaneously combust if you hear a prayer. So, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. O holy patroness of those in need, Saint Rita, whose pleadings before thy divine Lord are almost irresistible, who for thy lavishness in granting favors hast been called the advocate of the hopeless and even of the impossible. Saint Rita, so humble, so pure, so mortified, so patient and of compassionate love for thy crucified Jesus, that thou couldst obtain from him whatsoever thou askest, on account of which all confidently have recourse to thee, expecting, if not always relief, at least comfort. Be propitious to our petition, showing thy power with God on behalf of thy suppliant. Be lavish to us, as thou hast been in so many wonderful cases, for the greater glory of God, for the spreading of thine own devotion, and for the consolation of those who trust in thee. Glorious Saint Rita, you wanted to enter the convent, but your parents arranged a marriage for you. We pray for those whose hopes have been frustrated. We pray especially that you will intercede on my behalf and ask the Lord to grant me success in this lawsuit and many others to come. Amen. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Okay, so. Oh, hold on a second. I have to put on my multi-stream for Kick. By the way, I am also live on Kick, and I'll be doing questions on Kick after I present everything. So if you guys want to head over there, after the YouTube stream, I'm going to send you over. So, let's start with, where should we start? All right, let's start with the first. Let's start at the very beginning. Okay, so, let's see here. All right, so, this entire case started with me we're doing some research with the help of ChatGPT and Grok. I'm cheating with them on each other. I cross-reference. I'm smart like that. And figuring out what you need to do before you sue someone in Florida. And what I realized is that I would have to send Destiny a request for retraction before I sued him for defamation. And what that means is basically I'm asking you to publicly take down the defamatory statements and apologize for them and say that they're not true in the forms they were published. So I did send him a request for retraction. I sent it to his business email, and I sent it through direct messages. Now, I was super nervous because I had no idea if he was going to respond or not. Absolutely no idea. And hold on one second, sorry. The next day, I woke up to see this. Somebody had screenshotted this and sent it in my Discord. Let me do it like this. Today at 2:35 a.m., posted on Kiwi Farms, Grace Thorpe is threatening to sue Destiny for defamation. And keep in mind, I had not posted this anywhere. I hadn't told anybody I had done this. I hadn't posted it anywhere. So I'm seeing this and I'm like, okay, that's my DM. I did not share that, so Destiny is sending my DMs. Okay. What does the DM say? What was my request? It says, "Hi, Destiny. You are hereby formally demanded to issue a full and fair public retraction of the above," I should have said below, but whatever, "statements concerning me, Grace Thorpe, on the same forums in which they were made." Oh, is my kick stream down? Hold on one second, sorry. No, it's still up. Still good. Okay. For the June 17, 2023 X post, you must post a retraction on your Twitter/X account that is clearly visible to your followers and admits that the prior statement linked below was false and without factual basis. And what am I talking about? What was the actual tweet? Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. It was this one, which is still active. From Destiny, June 17, 2023, 455.8 thousand views. How long before one of your videos blows up a little too much and someone contacts Child Protective Services, he tagged CPS Jamaica, to recover the children you're abusing with the daughter you've raped and brainwashed? Okay. And we go back here. For the August 7, 2023 live stream statement on Playing with Fire, you must publicly retract the statement on your next live stream and or post a public statement clarifying that your comment was false and not based on any factual belief or knowledge, and request removal of the content from third-party platforms if you are unable to remove it directly. And I linked to this exact timestamp.
I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about at the last of this. I hope that Grace stops fucking her dad.
Okay. If you refuse or fail to issue such retraction, I intend to proceed with a civil action for defamation, seeking compensatory and punitive damages as permitted by law. Please be advised that this letter is a condition precedent to the filing of such an action under Florida Statute 770.01. This letter is being delivered by electronic means for the purpose of providing legal notice under said statute. I have also emailed this to your email, contact@DestinyGG. Sincerely, Grace Thorpe. Now, this was posted. The reason people got this screenshot, I believe, was that it was posted by Destiny. Well, no, not that I believe. I know. According to this screenshot, this screenshot was posted in his DGG offline chat, pretty sure. This is what this is referring to. And his response is, lol. LOL. Somebody else in the offline chat says, pro se. Omega lol. Destiny, time for an actual lawyer. You vs Grace, both pro se. Destiny says, Dr. Feelgood 16 would be interesting to fight this pro se if she filed. We can do a real life legal arc on stream. So, this is his response to my request for retraction. No response privately, by the way, just want to say. No response privately, but this is his response. His response is lol and would be interesting to fight this pro se. We can do a real life legal arc on stream. A refusal to retract. Absolute refusal. Okay. So my response was to file the suit. And we're going to go through that in just a minute. Pro se trial would be great. Great idea, Grace. You guys are being sarcastic, but you think I haven't looked this up. I am perfectly permitted to share this. It's not sealed or anything like that. Okay. So, let's go through it step by step. Let's go through it step by step. And we'll endure all the humiliation and laughing and making fun of me. But I'm not going to read the chat while I go through this. We're just going to go through it piece by piece. In the Circuit Court of the 11th Judicial Circuit in and for Miami-Dade County, Florida. Grace Thorpe, plaintiff, v. Stephen K. Bonnell II, a.k.a. Destiny, defendant. Complaint for defamation, libel, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. To the Honorable Court comes now Plaintiff Grace Thorpe, plaintiff, as a pro se litigant, and very respectfully states, alleges, and prays as follows. 1. Nature of action. This is an action for defamation, libel, and intentional infliction of emotional distress arising from false and inflammatory public statements made by defendant Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II, also known as Destiny, a prominent online personality and content creator. Defendant used his large influence to broadcast malicious and defamatory claims about plaintiff, including the false assertion that plaintiff was engaged in an incestuous sexual relationship with her father. Plaintiff seeks compensatory damages in an amount to be determined at trial, punitive damages for defendant's reckless and malicious conduct, injunctive relief compelling removal and retraction of the defamatory statements, and any other relief deemed just and proper by the court. Jurisdiction and venue. Section 2. This court has personal jurisdiction over defendant because he resides in Miami-Dade County, Florida, and the defamatory and tortious conduct occurred here. Venue is proper in Miami-Dade County pursuant to Florida law. Section 3. Parties. Plaintiff, Grace Thorpe, is a citizen of the United States and a resident of Warren, Rhode Island. Defendant, Stephen Kenneth Bunnell II, also known as Destiny, is a citizen of the United States and a resident of Miami Beach, Florida. Facts. Plaintiff is a full-time live streamer with a social media presence including approximately 4,500 followers on X. I'm big, I know. And 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Her live streams are her sole source of income. Defendant is a live streamer and political commentator known online as Destiny, with approximately 292,000 followers on X and 848,000 subscribers on YouTube. On August 7, 2023, during a live stream debate panel on the channel Playing with Fire, which was also broadcasted on defendant's personal streaming platform, Destiny.gg, plaintiff and defendant engaged in an open debate with two other panelists. Defendant publicly stated, quote, "I hope Grace stops fucking her dad," at approximately 2 hours, 27 minutes, and 25 seconds in the stream. This statement was broadcast to an estimated 4,000 to 7,000 live viewers across both the Playing with Fire channel and defendant's personal streaming platform, and remains accessible online with approximately 218,000 views on the Playing with Fire channel. On or about June 17, 2023, defendant posted on X, formerly Twitter, a statement claiming that the plaintiff had been raped and brainwashed by her father, referencing plaintiff directly in a publicly viewable post with over 455,000 views. These statements are false, defamatory, and have caused plaintiff significant harm. Oh, yes, I'm going to answer questions later, okay? I want to get through it, okay? You can wait, and I'll answer all the questions on Kick. Count 1, defamation, libel. Defendant published false statements of fact about plaintiff to third parties, which were published publicly. Defendant acted negligently or with reckless disregard for the truth of these statements, especially due to the fact that plaintiff had been accused of an incestuous sexual relationship with her father by another panelist earlier during the live stream of August 7, 2023, to which she responded, "That's slander," proving defendant heard the plaintiff plainly object and deny statements of a similar manner well before making his statement. And I'll bring that clip up right here. Give me 1 second. That's not even the best evidence, to be honest, but it's an obvious problem for him. Okay, this is the clip I'm referencing.
Kyla, who has a pet for a husband and is extremely masculine and aggressive. That's
yeah, but you fuck your dad, so.
This debate is
You're a Christian. You're a Christian. That's slander. That's slander. You said yourself.
Just say it.
You said yourself to me in DMs that you didn't believe any of that.
Yeah, but
Okay, so just to clarify, that is the exact quote of what I said. Defendant also acted with reckless disregard for the truth of these statements due to the fact that in his June 2023 post on X, formerly Twitter, defendant alleged that plaintiff had been raped and brainwashed, while in the August 2023 live stream he claimed that plaintiff was fucking her dad. These materially contradictory assertions reflect a clear absence of factual basis, a lack of consistency in defendant's narrative, and a deliberate or reckless intent to defame plaintiff through sensational and knowingly false accusations. Defendant's statements damaged plaintiff's reputation, subjected her to harassment by defendant's followers, and caused financial and emotional harm. Defendant has appeared on numerous prominent media platforms, including Piers Morgan Uncensored, Digital Social Hour, and Fresh and Fit. While defendant did not make the defamatory statements on those specific platforms, his public dissemination of false and damaging claims about plaintiff severely harmed her reputation within the same professional circles. As a result, plaintiff was effectively precluded from accessing comparable high-profile media opportunities, causing her significant professional and financial harm. As a direct and proximate result, plaintiff has suffered reputational injury, emotional distress, and economic losses. Count 2, intentional infliction of emotional distress, IIED. Defendant's conduct was intentional or reckless. Defendant's statements were outrageous and extreme, exceeding all bounds of decency tolerated in a civilized society, especially considering the fact that defendant had interacted with plaintiff privately over direct messages as well as publicly on his own live streams and had been assured by her that she was not a victim of any abuse. I may have to amend this because actually we have him on camera 4K reading our DMs publicly where he asks me, "Are you in an incestuous relationship with your dad, a sexual one?" And I say no. He reads them publicly. So I may have to amend that to include that. Defendant knew or should have known that these statements would cause severe emotional distress to plaintiff, especially considering the fact the defendant made these statements in the context of a live stream debate in order to specifically humiliate/discredit plaintiff to viewers. Plaintiff suffered severe emotional distress, including but not limited to anxiety, depression, thoughts of self-harm, and mental anguish as a direct result of defendant's conduct. Prayer for relief. Wherefore, plaintiff respectfully requests that this court, number 1, award compensatory damages in an amount to be determined at trial. 2, award punitive damages for defendant's malicious and reckless conduct. 3, award costs of attorney's fees if counsel is later retained on plaintiff's behalf. 4, grant injunctive relief ordering defendant to remove and retract defamatory statements. And 5, grant such other and further relief as this court deems just and proper. Demand for jury trial. Plaintiff demands a trial by jury on all issues so triable. Dated August 6, 2025. And I added a little note here. Plaintiff has, prior to this filing, served a written demand for retraction pursuant to Florida Statute 770.01. Defendant has definitively responded by publicly publishing her demand for retraction, thereby acknowledging that he received it and understood it. Along with this, he mocked the demand and suggested that his course of action would be to defend himself in court rather than retract. I have my personal information below, and I have my signature, so we're not going to include that part. But that is the suit! Let's go! Let's go! Filed. I can't show I didn't prepare like to show the confirmation, but I posted on my Twitter. I can show that. It's just that it has a lot of private information, like the case number. I don't know if that's private necessarily, but I didn't like block it out ahead of time. Hold on one second. Well, you can take me at my word. I filed. I sent him. I sent Destiny the filed suit with the like file stamping on it, which means like the court, when you submit it electronically, it stamps it when it was sent. So I sent him that. So okay. So that was big. That was big, submitting that. Turning it in to the Florida e-courts. Big step. Big move. Kind of scary. Made me a little nervous. All right. I want to get through the fact of this before I read chat or answer too many questions. So the next step was to serve him. And generally what you do is you hire a processed server, something like that, or you hire a sheriff. And you send them the documents, and they go and serve the defendant at their house and get a certificate of service, and then you file that with the court. However, there is another option, which is that you can waive service. The defendant can waive service if they fill out a form and return it to you. So I decided to once again reach out to Destiny through email and direct message to inform him that I had filed the suit. I included what I just showed you, the PDF of my complaint, as well as what exactly did I call it? A written form to waive service, something like that he could fill out and return to me. And then that would be him and I agreeing that he recognizes he's been served and he doesn't need to be served by a sheriff. Now, why would he do that? It seems like, oh, he's saving me money. Well, first of all, if I win, he may have to pay my fees for serving him. But secondly, if he fills out the waiver of service, or his waiver to waive service, I'm not sure exactly how to say it, he gets 60 days to respond instead of the usual 20. So as of now, he has 20 days. And if he doesn't fill out that waiver, then he'll have 20 more days once the 20 days is over. But if he does fill out the waiver, he has 60 days after the date that he fills out the waiver and returns it to me. So that's how it would work for him. But Destiny apparently didn't see it that way, because I woke up this morning to an interesting little notification on my phone. Destiny reacted, lol W, to you. So Destiny's response to my handing over the suit, the complaint, and asking him if he'd like to waive service or whatever, is this. This is his response. That's his response. A grown man. A grown man. Genius. Genius. Really shows the court that you're taking it seriously. Really shows the court that you're not continuing to mock and belittle somebody who's accusing you of defamation. Great legal move. What were you expecting, an early settlement? No, I was expecting him to be intelligent enough to realize that it would save both him and me time to fill out the waiver and then return it, and also would give him more time to respond, and also would show that he's taking it seriously in some way instead of continuing to mock me. Maybe his lawyers advised that response. I'm sure his lawyers said, "Hey, Destiny, you know what you should do? First of all, acknowledge that you received it without saying anything back, which is super confusing and weird and is not going to look good in court. Secondly, if you do respond, just respond with the lol W emoji. That'll work. That'll take care of it. She'll drop it. She'll drop it. She'll drop it." So I now have to serve him, which whatever, it's $50. Feel free to donate at the top of the YouTube chat or send a kick sub or two to help contribute to that fund. To call the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office and email them my PDF for them to print out and deliver to his apartment because he wants to be a child about it. Okay. I want to save us both time. It's not about the money. It's $50. It's like, first of all, you might be required to pay that if you lose. Secondly, it gives you more time. But okay, you want to be a child about it. You want to be a child about it, go ahead. See how it works for you in court. See how it fucking works for you. I thought you were so into fighting this pro se. I thought you wanted to do a real life legal arc on stream. Now, another interesting thing is that when Destiny, who started all of this being public, I just want to make that clear, even though I was fully intending to make this public once I filed the suit, but I just want to make it clear, he made it public first. When he published on the DGG chat a screenshot of my private message to him and discussed what he would do in response. He made it public first. Whatever, it's up to him. He can make that public if he so chooses. But when he did make that public, it was published on Kiwi Farms, and then eventually it went to Destiny's Reddit server, or subreddit, r/Destiny, and it was front page. There was like 300 votes on it. Tons of comments because somebody posted my request for a retraction and was like, oh, lawsuit season. And that has been, despite Destiny himself publishing the image, which whoever was on a subreddit just reposted the image he posted, that's been deleted, as well as anything referencing this case. So he made it public first, and now he's deleting anything having to do with it. Interesting. Not sure why, although I suspect it may be because that Reddit post had tons of comments with the same defamatory statements from his own viewers, which kind of makes my case that this is what your community and the people you have influence over think about me because of you. So that's my suspicion, but I don't really know. The last thing I want to say here, the last thing I want to go over is a really helpful video from one of the best people ever, Naptown, who is a nameless, faceless editor who has who's made compilations of me and my dad and other YouTubers and is a really good editor and very funny. He made a compilation of clips that I didn't even know existed at the time that I filed this. And the video is called Grace Thorpe versus Destiny, lawsuit filing, response, background, and clips. It was posted 5 hours ago. And if you didn't think I don't know how anyone could think I don't have a case up until this point, but in case you're just being a hater, in case you're just saying, oh, okay, another e-girl trying to get clout off of Destiny, let's watch this together, and you're going to see his case, or his defense against this, absolutely disintegrate. Let's watch together. And then I will take any and all questions.
Pro se memes. Oh. Apparently Grace wants to sue me for defamation for some old YouTube video. Man, I don't know if I might just fucking roll it pro se at this point. Fuck it, why not? I feel like I've learned so many court memes. I just have to find out what my maximum exposure is. Like, assuming I lost a case like that in the worst way possible. Like, my guess is like a few $1,000s. That's my guess.
Whoops. Wrong button. Incorrect. I filed for over $100,000, and I intend to get that. It is not going to be a couple $1,000s. It's not going to be a couple grand.
She has an extra CGL. I don't know. Supposedly she filed a lawsuit today. I have no idea. I'm getting apparently sued by
I did file the lawsuit.
Grace Thorpe. Did you see that?
Do you think that's real?
Probably, I imagine.
Why would you imagine that's real in the slightest?
Because she said she was filing a lawsuit against me?
I did.
And she is doing it pro se, so it's like $300, isn't it, to file it or whatever?
I'm sorry. Don't you have to be served to do a lawsuit?
I imagine it's pretty. What does it cost? Like $100 to serve somebody?
Have you been served?
Not yet, but I imagine they'll show up.
He has at this point through direct messages, and he's acknowledged his service by responding with an emoji. But if I have to go through the sheriff, I will.
Eventually.
What is she suing you for?
For defamation.
What did you say that was on?
And intentional infliction of emotional distress. And I may be adding a third count. If you continue watching this video with me, you'll see why.
True.
Something about her dad fucking her or something? I don't know.
But I watched a video where
it's retarded.
You should probably go through a sheriff just in case. It's a little confusing. I think I have to give him 20 days to respond to the service of the waiver. And then if he doesn't respond, then I have to serve him. I could be wrong. I'm not quite sure. So I don't know if I can serve him now or if I have to wait 20 days.
It's retarded.
Okay.
So I'm curious. I have to start reading now. Like, what happens if I don't respond?
Don't do
I'll get a default judgment is what will happen.
that.
Thanks, Dan.
I mean, don't do that.
Thanks. I'm aware.
Okay.
That's why I started reading about it. But I don't know if there's like what default judgment looks like or any of that. I don't know how any of that works.
Obviously, this seems really like this is like the OP move to become relevant to your haters.
So it is actually happening in a way, I suppose. Grace Thorpe plans.
Wait, let's just go back for a second here. Hold on one second. Let's just go back for a second.
That.
Thanks. I'm aware.
Okay.
That's why I started reading about it. But I don't know if there's like what default judgment looks like or any of that. I don't know how any of that works.
Obviously, this seems really like this is like the OP move to become relevant to your haters.
So
Wait,
it
no, maybe I
is-
should go back a little bit. Sorry.
Probably, I imagine.
Why would you imagine that's real in the slightest?
Because she said she was filing a lawsuit against me. And she's doing it pro se, so it's like $300, isn't it, to file it or whatever?
I'm sorry. Don't you have to be served to do a lawsuit?
I imagine it's pretty. What does it cost? Like $100 to serve somebody?
Have you been served?
Not yet, but I imagine they'll show up eventually.
What is she suing you for?
For defamation.
What did you say that was untrue?
Something about her dad fucking her or something? I don't know.
But I watched a video where
no. It's retarded. It's retarded.
Oh yeah, that's what I was waiting for. But I watched a video. Your Honor, I watched a video. This is his defense. This is gonna be his defense. Your Honor, I watched a video. Your Honor, what do you mean? It's retarded. I watched a video. Good luck. Good fucking luck. Your Honor, I watched. What do you mean? I watched a video. I know Dan said it, but like this is essentially the defense.
Okay.
So I'm curious. I have to.
And that's what everybody says. Well, guess what? Watching a video does not entitle you to make defamatory statements or to inflict emotional damage or the third possible count, which we'll get to.
Start reading now. Like, what happens if I don't respond?
Don't do that.
Thanks, Dan.
I mean, don't.
You think he's going to say that to a judge? No, I'm being hyperbolic, but what I mean is that that's the basic defense. I saw a video. I don't give a fuck.
Don't do that.
Thanks. I'm aware.
Okay.
That's why I started reading about it. But I don't know if there's like what default judgment looks like or any of that. I don't know how any of that works.
Obviously, this seems really like this is like the OP move to become relevant to your haters.
So it is actually happening.
Hey,
In a
Mr.
way, I
Deadman!
Grace Thorpe plans on suing Destiny, the streamer. She actually did file something.
Oh, there's the tweet. There we go.
Grace M. Thorpe versus Stephen K. Bunnell II for defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Grace does not have a lawyer. She's not going to have a lawyer. In fact, she even
Not currently.
says right here, she's going to do this pro se. Grace Thorpe says, "Thank you. I am filing pro se, representing myself, so I won't have to pay a lawyer. But it is more scary this way. Ha ha ha."
Today, I was on Discord and I saw that Grace was posting that Destiny posted her message to him saying that she wants to sue him and that she's going to represent herself. I swear to God, this is literally what she said.
By the way, I'll be suing this person as well. Get ready, Ruby.
Here we go. All right.
For the same exact thing.
Ready for this, people?
I know your mommy and daddy won a lawsuit, but you didn't win a lawsuit, did you? You've never been to court, have you? On the defense.
Hi, Destiny. First off,
Ruby is broke, though. There's such a thing as garnishing wages.
Stephen Bunnell. Hi, Destiny. You are hereby formally demanded to issue a full and fair public retraction from the above statements concerning me, Grace Thorpe, in the same forms in which they were made. For the June 17th, 2023 X post. Yes, that's it, folks. It all comes back to that tweet from Destiny.
It actually doesn't. That's just backup evidence, but okay.
Don't you see it?
And that's one of the more egregious forms, but the statute of limitations is gone on this, so.
People, so Steven said, how long before one of your videos blows up a little too much in some context? Child Protective Services to recover the children you're abusing with the daughter you've raped and brainwashed. And then there's a video here.
These might be the craziest people. I think they are. I think somehow we're still up in the ante. These might be the craziest people we've ever anything before.
What are my complaints today? Well, I spent a lot of energy today, threw a lot of money at a little blue-haired devil named Stephen Bunnell. That's right, Destiny, the streamer. And I'll tell you what, this guy in his chat really lacks social skills. Usually when I'm on a chat, I get at least band or friend. These people, they just put emojis in. They barely notice you're there. I tried everything I could to get on panel, but and I had a really good point. Man, did I have a good point. What was my point? But Grace, this is going to be more of like a fun night of interaction. Am I right?
Yeah.
Well, Grace, what the hell? You've got a laptop there. I can't really see that, can I?
Well, you can see this better.
Yeah. All right. Destiny.
Here. Hang on, I'll be right back.
What's the deal with Destiny? And that's not like a comedy club night thing. Like, what's up with Destiny? What I'm saying is, what is the deal here? He's got a chick with him, good-looking Arab woman.
Thank you,
named
Iron Lotus.
Farha.
Oh God.
Farha
isn't this guy
mentioned, let's
married?
go!
He's going on bike rides with her and having picnics. Does this make any sense to you?
This clip of him and Erudite?
What's your problem? Why are you coming on here scolding everybody?
Chill out, Ben. Chill out.
I'll say again.
Risa W, thank you for the 5th month of your Kick subscription. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you very much.
If you don't want to be here, you're welcome to leave. You don't have to be.
Yeah, you're welcome to leave too.
Chill out, Ben.
What's the deal with Destiny? Oh, I hope this is the right button. Okay.
Alex,
Right, okay.
I demand my rights.
the whole
I
point.
invited Kyla. Just take it easy. Go ahead.
I'm just kidding with you, Kyla or Kayla, whatever your name is.
Every second of the day you're gonna eat. What is wrong with you and not offer anybody food? 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 3
I never
p.m.,
go up
and you
there,
don't give
John.
anybody food except yourself. And then at midnight, and then at 3 a.m., and then at 6 a.m., and then at 8 a.m.
John, I never go up there. See, you're a victim of Grace. You're a victim of your two brothers who are
Yeah,
your
but it all
You're a
comes down
victim
to
of your
you. It all
mother.
comes down to you.
Who
because
aren't you a victim of?
guy ever. You suck. I think
I'm
you
a
have
great
failed.
guy. I hope you die of starvation, and I hope you are thrown out of that apartment.
What did I do? That
You
was
have 5 cats in that apartment. You now have 5 cats up
Yes,
there.
then you know why I have 5 cats? Because you invited
cats.
every piece of your family to come over.
5
and my cat escaped
5
because everybody
cats.
leaves the fucking door open. I didn't get my cat pregnant. You did.
Nasser, I see your questions. I'm going to answer them in a second after this video.
It's from the 80s. Just ahead.
Yes. We're very excited about our debate tomorrow with you, Stephen. We
an
came up through the hard streets of YouTube getting hammered. People are really not used to seeing a father who has a nice relationship with his daughter, and so immediately, because of pornography and envy and things like this, they immediately go, "Oh, there's something funny going on between those two." And you know, they weren't wrong in the sense that we have an unusual relationship, having gone through this trauma together, but the things people say are just unbelievable.
Okay, just curious, no judgment. Are you in some type of incestuous, what's like a nice way of saying incestuous relationship?
Watch this. Risa gifted a sub. Thank you very much, Risa. Thank you for your support. Your sub will go to the sheriff serving Destiny with his papers. All right, listen to this again, guys. Listen very, very carefully.
Just curious, no judgment. Are you in some type of incestuous, what's like a nice way of saying incestuous relationship? Romantic. Are you in a romantic relationship with your dad? ? I'm so confused right now.
Wait, then do the hot emoji after.
No, shut up.
Do it. You're a pussy. Do it right now. You do it, and I owe you one because I'll be fucking hilarious. Come on, do it.
Just okay. She said, "I'm not, bruh."
And there we fucking have it. Thank you, Naptown. Thank you so much. I am so grateful. We have not only direct messages, but also a public admission from him on stream that he contacted me. This is well before the August stream. That he contacted me privately. I didn't know this was being streamed. And asked me If I was in a relationship with my dad, romantic, sexual, whatever, and I said no, and I didn't know it was being streamed, I responded to his what I thought was private DM. The answer is no.
What's up, Grace? What is your question? Sorry.
My question is, what are you doing on Twitter?
What do you mean?
I'm saying I saw your tweet. Like, what are you doing saying you have an illegal drug?
What? People
crazy?
literally post videos of them smoking weed. What do you mean? Nobody cares. What are you talking about?
Well,
do you think
okay,
do you
but
think
it's been largely
Florida? Do you think
decriminalized.
DeSantis is gonna
LSD
fucking
hasn't.
send agents into my house and try to?
Kind of a disrespectful question, to be honest. That's one of the least disrespectful things Destiny has done to me so far. One of the least disrespectful. At least he asked me. I didn't realize that even though I clarified with him that nothing sexual or romantic was going on, he would continue to spread the rumor intentionally, maliciously, to hurt me. Little did I know, innocent little me, naive little Gracie, with the direct messages with Destiny. Oh, he's so big. He's such a popular creator. He wants to know about me. He's clarifying things with me so he doesn't say the wrong thing. Little did I know.
By fucking LSD?
I think Destiny is going to be in jail by the end of the night. I think that I will be the new king of Twitter. Destiny is saying, I am going to take LSD today. Correct? So he's saying I'm engaged in this drug, LSD, and he's assuming that that's now socially acceptable. However, legally and morally, I don't think that's true. What state does Destiny live in? Does anyone know? He lives in the state of Florida, and who is the governor of Florida? DeSantis. LSD is a felony. It's also against Twitter. The beauty of it is a super simple tweet.
Oh my god. A really very simple tweet. Oh, hold on. I just got a message. Oh. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm missing donations. 1 second. Thank you for the $5. Oh, it was coffee. Let me see if I got it. Let me see. Hold on. And thank you for the $25 and the 50. Woo! Thank you to the 3 donators. Thank you so much. That is, what is that? $80. $80 so far. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for your support. Let me check my email to see if I can see the coffee. Whoop. There we go. See if I can see the message. Hold on 1 second. Super simple tweet. Okay. Oh, there were no instructions provided. All right, thank you very much. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for the 25, and thank you for the 50. Thank you guys.
Like, I don't see why he wouldn't send the police there. And why not also tweet Elon Musk and go,
Who cares if he's taking something illegal? You can tweet whatever you want. It's not like the cops have actual proof. The problem here is not so much like as is relevant to my case, whether he was actually doing this or not. Although he confirmed, I believe he confirmed several times that he was doing it, didn't see a problem with it. The problem is that this is when malice enters the equation. Because Destiny didn't like me and my dad pointing out that LSD is illegal. It's a felony. You can't own guns if you're openly admitting to taking LSD publicly. Well, you can't own guns if you have drugs that are whatever, the certain section of drugs that LSD falls in under. He didn't like us pointing that out. And so the following is his, what I can only see as retribution.
oh, is this what
Schedule, yeah, Schedule 1 or something.
your platform is for? And Joe Biden or the
Are
Department
you censoring us? I'm not impeding the chat in any way, shape, or form.
of Justice. All this to prop up Stephen Bonnell II's like ego? You know, I don't see how this isn't the end of Destiny. But I think it should be Grace that does it.
But you realize what everybody's going to say is...
Now
you're
that's
being
a
moral-
Thorpocalypse. We're going to hit a home run. A home run.
How about this one?
A
This
home
seems
run.
like a good one.
No, Grace! Grace!
Stop engaging with the Thorpes? Yeah, I have stopped engaging with them. Grace was on a couple days ago? Yeah, that's when I stopped engaging with them. Is when they said they were going to turn me into the fucking FBI. You talked to them after, though, no? No, I didn't realize until I talked to Grace, I started to understand what was happening. That the reason why she was probably coming on to talk about this is because her dad probably talked to her about it. And then, yeah. But I'm not gonna have people, like, that are pretending to call the police on me, or actually calling the police on me, like... I'm not gonna associate with anybody like that ever, in any way, shape, or form. Like, including Grace.
Oh, poor Steven. If only you had held to this commitment. If only you had held to this commitment, we might not be in the place we're in today. You might not be in the place that you're in today. But something tells me that you didn't quite live up to what you said here, did you?
Do you think they actually did such shit? 100%. I put a decent chunk of money that Ben's dick has been inside Grace at least once. Probably before she was 18.
Oh! So right after saying you're not going to engage with us because we threatened to report you for illegal activity, what was that you just said? What was that you just said? What was that?
Do you think they actually did such shit? 100%.
Oh, that's just a coincidence, though, that it's right after you said you're disengaging with us because we threatened to report you for your public admission of illegal activity, right? Right? That's got nothing to do with it, right? Just a coincidence that filth happened to come out of your mouth right after, right?
I put a decent chunk of money that Ben's dick has been inside.
It's not retaliatory, is it? It's not defamatory. It's not malicious. Could it be?
Grace at least once. Probably before she was 18. Yeah, absolutely. That family is... That Ben guy is beyond fucking abusive, and it's that everything about that family is incredibly fucking sad and fucked up. Hopefully they don't rape the rest of the kids too. But like, yeah, that family is absolutely insanely fucked. Like, it is incredibly sad. I think listening to the wife talk is like also like ultra super solidified everything for me. Like, it's actually fucking insane. Are you still gonna talk to the brother? There's nothing I can do. Everybody's, well, at least like the 3 or 4 of them are adults. It's not like I could just say like, oh, it's fucked. But there's nothing to be gained from.
So I'd just like to point something out. This is his opinion. It's a fucked up family. Whatever. You can have your opinion. I'm not suing over your opinion. I'm suing over something that you said as a statement of fact. However, I would also like to point out that this extreme take on my family only happened after he disengaged because I pointed out that he was doing something illegal. Only. I had interacted with him several times before. He had been aware of all of the content, and he hadn't given this take until that point. He had said, yeah, they seem dysfunctional, etc., but like, none of this had come out of his pretty little mouth until this point, even though it's not like any new information was made apparent to him. It's not like he watched a new documentary. It's not like he got sent something new. It was just a falling out between us. And this was his response.
From having the conversations. Ben might be one of the most manipulative dudes I've ever seen. I think he's fairly manipulative, but the problem is just that he's surrounded by like a lot of weak people, I think. The mom is probably like a pretty weak personality. And then children are, I mean, easy as fuck to manipulate, right? It's not hard to manipulate a kid. Yeah.
It's us. Kids are not super easy to manipulate, by the way. They're really annoying and stubborn a lot of the time. But maybe you find it easy to manipulate kids, Steven.
Yeah, I mean, the only really way to play is to just not engage, unfortunately. Like, there are some people who... So here is like... So let me give a little nuance to this, something I've learned as a public figure, okay? There's a saying called, no press is bad press. Or... There's no such thing as bad press, sorry. Jesus, sorry, okay. I'm worried something's gonna come in. There's no such thing as bad press. It's like a common saying that people utter. There's no such thing as bad press is only true if you're a nobody, if nobody knows who you are, because that's how you like get on the map, right? No press is bad press. However, once you're already an established figure, there is a such thing as bad press. Bad press can be incredibly damaging to your reputation, to your fan base, to sponsors, etc., etc. So there is bad press. So when you're dealing with a figure that's too small and unhinged, The thing is for them, there is no such thing as bad press. They will act unhinged, and they will do whatever the fuck they can to draw attention to themselves. But for you, you're essentially like fighting with a nobody who can never suffer reputational harm because they don't have a reputation, or it's already like the worst type of reputation they can have.
That's not true. That's not true. You don't get to say anything you want because you're big mad because I'm a smaller person. In fact, it makes you more liable that I'm a smaller person. Because the courts may deem me to be a private individual because I am very small. My influence is very small. I may as well be a private person who has a hobby of making YouTube content and kick content. They may deem me a public figure, but I'm so small and I have such a tiny little reputation, Destiny, that they might say that you, a public figure, slandered a private individual. And if that was to happen, I wouldn't even have to prove malice. I wouldn't have to. So if they deem me a public figure and you're a public figure, I have to prove malice, which is really easy, really fucking easy, because all of a sudden, all of this stuff starts coming out when you get mad at me and cut me off. Secondly, if they deem me a private individual, all I have to prove is that you knew it wasn't true. And guess what? You said in 4K on camera, I messaged her asking if this was true, and she said, you read the DMs. She said no. So there goes your defense. What's the best defense in a defamation case? I thought it was true. It is true. But you don't have that excuse now, do you, buddy? You don't have that fucking excuse.
So the only winning move is to not play, as frustrating as it is. Like, you just have to, yeah. If there's like a big thing every now and then, like I might address, but like that's also why for a long time I didn't say anything about the Leafy stuff, and I only made like that one statement.
Dad, welcome to the stream. Oh, wait, hold on.
Hey, I've been sitting here.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
How do I get it closer?
You gotta go to the Elgato camera app. Do you see that?
Yep.
And then you go to Zoom. I think it's in the top left.
Yeah. Oh, that's a little too much.
Self a boomer? All right.
Okay. I mean, like, ha ha ha. Everything's ha ha ha. Shut the fuck up. Why didn't you read my? Did you read my tweet?
Your tweet?
The
one that was posted.
Governor
by
DeSantis. I thought it was pretty fucking good. You're just
actually,
like, oh,
I didn't read it.
Stupid person. Short tweet. Why don't you fuck yourself?
You said simple. You said simple tweet. You said.
Yeah, it is simple. It's relatively simple. Just 3 points.
Well,
One, this is what this guy's doing.
You should
Two,
be mad at.
This is the law. 3, this sort of thing sucks.
You should be mad at Naptown, not me, for editing it like that. All right, this was it. I actually didn't read it. Okay.
Well, maybe he thought it was actually a fairly simple tweet. What does simple mean? 140 characters or less.
Dad, come on, watch this.
Florida, and who is the governor of Florida? DeSantis. LSD is a felony. It's also against Twitter. The beauty of it is a super simple tweet.
You don't think Naptown is doing that on purpose? Okay, whatever. We'll move on.
No, I think he's saying it's a super simple tweet. And it's also excellently written.
I'm sure it is. I didn't read it. You want to read it with me?
And I actually wrote it myself.
At Governor Ron DeSantis, a streamer named Stephen Bennell II, who resides in the great state of Florida and goes by the OmniLiberal online, is currently openly recovering from consuming
See that, Grace? Grok wouldn't say the great state of Florida because Grok wouldn't understand that Governor Ron DeSantis is the governor of Florida.
That's true.
And that it's smart to kind of say, like, I'm down with your state, my nigga.
That's true.
Oh, I can't say that, right? Okay.
Well, Kick doesn't love it. Whatever. Is currently openly recovering from consuming 200 to 250 quote.
What's so funny about that?
No, just our interaction about the N-word, not what you wrote. MG/UG. What does that mean? Milligrams or
micrograms?
Oh.
I believe that he stated this on his stream, which I researched.
I remember that.
he's saying specifically how much he took. So it's not like just like, hey guys, I might do some drugs. It's like, I did this amount of LSD, right? Which I think that and if it was milligrams, it would kill you. But like, I assume he meant micrograms.
Yeah. Okay, and you said parentheses, hopefully he means MCG, micrograms, in flagrant disregard of the laws of your great state. In the title of his live stream on YouTube, our platform open to viewers of all ages today, includes the sentence recovering from 250 UG acid trip. Yesterday, he publicly tweeted, going shooting with parents, then probably LSD today, so no stream, see you tomorrow, kiddos. According to the DOJ, individuals
Which is pretty fucking crazy, combining hanging out with parents, shooting guns, and drugs.
And calling them kiddos. And calling them kiddos. Yeah.
Like, none of those three should mix.
Yeah.
That may be parents and shooting, but like even that's a little off.
Yeah. According to the
certainly
DOJ,
mixing drugs with it and saying parents, and I mean it's crazy. Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know why he wasn't arrested that day. Whatever, he's got gets it right. The staffers, whatever. Like, why wouldn't DeSantis go? Why really wouldn't DeSantis go? Yeah, let's send someone out there right in the middle of his fucking stream, take his guns and arrest him.
I don't know.
Maybe he'd be the president today if you listen to me. Certainly get your message out.
I mean, I don't know.
If I'm about law and order, well, you saw it live. Right? Maybe he's dumb.
M. Stone says, so by that logic, if I right now write a tweet that has illegal behavior in it, I should be charged. It's not so. It's the tweet plus the stream where he
do an
said
investigation. If you're specific, publicly, yeah, you don't have to do it on video for it to be illegal. You can have an investigation. I've had investigations. And Steve Bonnell's just dumb enough that he'd answer like, hey, he literally, I confronted him. You confronted him with it. And he said, I think that's no big deal. Well, not according to the DOJ.
Yeah, right.
On several levels.
According to the DOJ, individuals admitting to illegal use / possession of a controlled substance are prohibited from the possession of a firearm for 1 year upon the date of admission. It should be noted that this must be a self-admission. Check. Mr. Bonnell possesses a number of firearms and openly talks about them on his streams. LSD is expressly illegal in the state of Florida and is federally classified as a Schedule I controlled substance.
Yeah, maybe when we're down there, we'll bring this back up. It's still true.
Yeah, it's still true. Yeah. I'm offended by internet creators who think they are above the law and think the internet is not subject to the laws of society, but rather a place to indulge in antisocial behavior flagrantly. Mr. Bonnell, who has millions of highly
so funny about that?
No, that's good.
You think I'm funny? You think I'm funny? What kind
you
of
think
funny,
I'm fucking funny?
Oh,
What's funny about me?
never
Why? I
used
make you
you,
laugh?
huh?
I'm a clown? I'm a clown? Mr. Bonnell, who has millions of highly impressionable young followers, should know better.
I think that's pretty well written. It's
Yeah, no,
pretty
it is.
strong.
It is well written. I should have been smart enough to get you a clip that you could have attached. All right.
Well, right, but dumb old dad, right? But look who turned out to be right. It's time for these internet people to stop saying they're above the law.
Mm-hmm.
You finally get it, but like, oh, dad's stupid. Dad's stupid, right? Right, world? Dad's stupid. He doesn't know. We know. The laws don't apply to the internet. Look at these fucking idiots in chat. Saying it's served on a platter is wild, legally speaking. You're an idiot. Die, please. If I had you as a lawyer, I would rope. You suck on every level. You don't know shit about the law. I've been in court a million times now, thanks to the fucking internet. And guess what? You didn't show up because you thought it'd be funny to make a phone call and see what happens. And I'm going to get everyone who did that. So you want to tell me who you are? You want to be a big shot? You want to come up on here, start talking your shit about legal stuff? Go for it. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. But I appreciate
your well thought out comments that are based on actual knowledge that you have. You fucking idiots. Your only knowledge is, I have a problem with my dad. I have a problem with my dad. That's why I don't get laid. That's why I can't get any pussy. That's why I'm a loser. That's why I don't have a job. That's why I'm going to kill myself. Do it. Do it. I'll give you Destiny's gun to do it. He shouldn't have one.
True. Let's get those
God
guns away from him.
almighty. It's enough. Fucking assholes in chat. Oh, you know what matters in the law courts that I've never been to because I've never left my mother's basement? You know what matters? Someone saying a joke on the internet. All legal matters. Yes, it is. Actually, I'm also a lawyer on the internet. I've taken 3 legal actions against the courts, all of which have been openly laughed at by the courts. Openly, Ruby. Laughed at you. The last cop, remember?
Wait, was it 3? Was it 3
What'd you say
from
about
Ruby?
this Ben and Jerry?
Oh, yeah.
No. Wait a second. I know all about the law. I know about legal things. Screaming like a fucking lunatic in the middle of Newark is how it gets done. Listen to me. Hey, Ava, you want to listen to me? Ava's sitting there going, yeah, right. She's going
Ava's
down
sitting there
the
going,
tube.
I
You're gonna
say
flush her and her
allegedly.
hamster
I
and
say
everyone else
allegedly.
right down the fucking tubes. What?
Was it 3 times?
Yeah,
already?
Ava's like, yeah, that was kind of stupid to say.
Meanwhile, Ruby has said far worse over and over again.
That's kind of stupid to say stuff like that. Stupid. Yeah, well, bring it. I'm going to bring one against you. Really? Based on what? Well, you know what they said in chat? You know these actually fucking people said in chat?
Look. Ben and Jerry's
defame-
cyber terrorism and gang stalking. Was I summoned?
No, listen to
you
this.
will
They
be
said-
subpoenaed.
No, someone actually said this. You know what the defamation was? You insinuated that Ruby was going to have sex with her hamster. I would fucking love that. Are you kidding me? Serve them. I would love that.
They said you defamed her by
Said
saying
it without even a lol. This is what the fucking bottom of the barrel people end up doing. You insinuated she had sexual relations with her hamster. It's true.
Please file that. Please file
That's
that. Go
true.
over the
I
complaint.
absolutely did.
Go over the complaint.
God almighty.
Let's go. Hey,
What-
False in the chat.
No
Yo, what's up,
logic
False?
here.
False, you remember False? He's like that guy who's like in a cult
Yeah.
and offered us like a 30 or 40% interest loan when we were like really. Anyways, he seems smart.
Yeah.
He says, "Been a while from what I've seen. You do have a case. Good luck and stay safe, both of you. Thank you, False. Nice to see you again."
What happened to my cat? Oh.
Elgato does that.
The cat. That means
cat?
Elgato, right? Elgato.
Oh yeah.
Another pussy driving me crazy.
Okay. What is False? False reminds me of that.
But I
other
mean,
guy.
at what point do you DQ yourself when you go, yeah, you know what the countersuit's going to be? You alleged that Ruby had sex. What you insinuated that Ruby had sex with her pet hamster Cinnamon. How about that? It's like, okay, all right, yep. Okay,
my God.
and now we're going to continue. You're just going to continue? Yeah. What are you going to do about it?
They weren't joking.
Show that you're an idiot. That's what.
They weren't joking.
No,
they
they're
they
like,
said it sincerely.
defamation, bro.
Oh, that's great.
Because I said, like, what's the defamation? That she's old? That she's stupid? That she's an ex-drug addict? That she's an ex-prostitute? That she's an ex-stripper? That she's an ex-cam girl? That she's a pornographer? That she's a drug? Well, I already went over that. That she's had psychotic breaks? That she put a knife to... This is all true.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the prostitute.
That's all true.
Right, the prostitute one, she said she never did that. She did the cam girl stuff and she did the stripping. As far as I know. But the rest of it is from her own mouth.
Fine. Okay, take me because like I didn't clarify exactly. She said she's never been a street prostitute. That was the clarification.
Yeah, maybe
that doesn't mean she hasn't been a
was it.
prostitute.
I think that was it, yeah.
She's been a
you
prostitute.
weren't specific about
And that's
what
actually
exact
her
types of
highest
sex work I
level of
have and haven't
sexuality.
done.
Most of it was volunteer sexual activity, which is even worse. If you made a couple of bucks, that's the best of it.
Maybe more
actually having
respectable.
sex. You know, it's like, I'm sorry.
All right, we have 3 minutes left on this video. Let's finish up this video, and then we can take.
By the way,
all
Virginie,
questions.
who is obviously sexually obsessed with me, would like to be unbanned on Kick, and I told her I would say that.
Virginie, she's not banned, unless she has
Okay,
a different
Virginie.
name.
Okay.
Virginie,
So you good?
I'm writing your name in. Well, you're not banned unless it's a different person, different username. Sorry.
She's not. Let me tell you something, Triple R. She's not simping for Destiny. She just wants my fucking attention. He sat there when Ruby's stream was like, for like 20 minutes straight.
I saw
She's
the
a
back and
complete
forth,
moron. Going one-on-one and finally getting the action she's been waiting for. Intimacy with Big Ben. She doesn't give a fuck about Destiny or any Ruby or anything else. She just wants to complain to Big Daddy and try to see if you can get him excited. I told her, hit me up on DMs, bitch. I'm down. I like a feisty bitch. But I mean, at a certain point, you got to say, it's really not about what we're talking about. It's some really interesting towel snapping. Like I haven't heard horny losers who just want my attention and by like saying legal shit to me. Oh my God. Wow. That's such a new one.
Et cetera, et cetera. So there is bad press. So
Yes,
when you're
Ava's
dealing with a
right.
figure
And you
that's
know,
too
can I say on Ruby's thing, I'm like, oh wow, that's actually her best stream ever. I don't have to listen to her fucking stupid mouth move or any of her stupid thoughts that are all the same. We all know we could just do this. Anyways, guys, I'm really upset about Keem. I'm really upset about everything. I used to know what it was like to be a liar who then just like stuck to her lies, but I'm learning from that. Cinnamon, blah, 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 blah. I don't have any money. And here comes Hernando. We all fucking know it. You could do it by heart. So it was the best ever. And
Best
then,
Ruby
and
stream
then,
ever.
and then, then it's like the handoff to Ava. And I'm like, let's see if Ava could do worse than this. I can't imagine. You know what I said? I said these two are the type, if one of them's working on a cock, couldn't hand the cock over to the other one without fucking it up and getting the shit kicked out of both of them. That's literally true. But lo and behold, what do? Oh, I'm going to need a lot of time. I need 27,000 hours to prepare this, my VC. And what does it sound like? Shit.
I heard that, yeah.
It sounds like shit.
Yeah.
And you didn't even realize it until you started playing it. And then you started going, oh, I don't want to pay for the subscription. How do you undo this, right? You fucking idiot. You so suck. All you had to do was press record and you couldn't do it. And I'm like, oh my God. Who the fuck is Cinnamon? Cinnamon, let me say this on the internet. Cinnamon is Ruby's live-in lover. She's shown us his genitals, and I have reason to believe that she has sex with him every day. And I stand fucking by it. Hey, Steve, call up the Roobster. Call up Aaron. What did you just say? Go for it. I said it here on the internet and I stick by it. They're a bestial couple and you're a couple of renegades and we need to stop this. And you know who's the victim? Cinnamon. Cinnamon's the victim. All the guy wants to do, obviously,
I
is get a
disavow.
clean nut off.
For legal reasons,
He
I
doesn't
disavow.
want some sour-faced, drug-addled, dangerous idiot who throws him around and drops him on the floor. Hey, Cinnamon! Give him to Steve. Steve's probably into that. He's pansexual. I'm sure he's pan species too.
Small.
He can get
and
married to the hamster, and they can have an open relationship. I think the Cinnamon deserves that. Destiny can sit there slobbing on knobs.
Cinnamon deserves options. Cinnamon deserves options.
Free Cinnamon.
There is no low Ben won't go to. Leave a hamster alone.
I'm trying to help the hamster.
Hashtag free Cinnamon. Dad, I'm finishing this fucking video.
The thing is
and you know, in her little drug-addled brain, she's going, well, maybe I just will. Let's look it up. You know that.
Oh,
She's like
definitely.
Consulting with someone as we speak.
Can you have sex with your hamster? You know she's probably putting this into Grok right now.
Careful, that's defamation.
ChatGPT is thinking. It's thinking extra hard. I think we broke it.
Yes.
Dad, it's textbook defamation. Take it back. ChatGPT disavows, Dad. Take it back.
Great. Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it. I'm absolutely up for it.
Okay.
There is no such thing as bad
GPT-5 came out. I'm not paying for AI. I'm not paying for AI.
press. They will act unhinged, and they will do whatever the fuck they can to draw attention to themselves. But for you, you're essentially like fighting with a nobody who can never suffer reputational harm because they don't have a reputation.
No, wait.
Or
Go. I
can
want you to go back to Grok and say, what if someone was to say that I had sex with a flea? A flea.
What if someone said... Yes.
Yes.
You could say
But it would be a little trickier.
Oh no.
Well, she'd have to make the case she's desperate enough to have sex with a hamster, and I think
with
she
the
could make that
with the
case.
flea statement, the content is still sexual, but it's biologically absurd, as if the hamster one isn't, and doesn't accuse you of a legally recognized crime. Fleas aren't
Exhibit
animals
1.
under most
Exhibit 1, Your Honor.
bestiality
Cinnamon's balls. It's possible.
Oh my god.
I've seen his boners. I've thought about it. I think we could get penetration. I think we could get what's called penetration. How do I know?
Bruh, if ChatGPT thinks you could sue someone for saying you have sex with a flea, I may have been a little bit gassed up. But I still think I have a case.
Fleas aren't animals, aren't they?
No, they're insects. Insects aren't the same as animals, right?
They're not. You don't think they're animals and plants?
Oh, maybe not for bestiality though, because like it's not really an animal that you can have intercourse with. I don't know.
Grace, okay, you're one of these. This is the problem. You're one of these people.
I'm trying to think about it. I'm trying to.
As
get into
opposed to a
details.
hamster?
I know that. No, that's what ChatGPT said.
Okay,
It's
okay.
biologically absurd.
Forget it.
As if the hamster thing isn't.
I don't know what you're saying. I think I should, yes, let's be careful about what we say. How about a virus? Can you fuck COVID-19?
Oh, okay. Thank you, Juno. Okay, we got that. kick clip. Okay, let's continue.
Like the worst type of reputation they can have. So the only winning move is to not play. As frustrating as it is, like you just have to, yeah. If there's like a big thing every now and then, like.
And here's the thing, hey, Steve, great advice here. You didn't take it.
Yes.
To your detriment. Great advice. What kind of a person would give himself advice and then publicly not take it? A person who wants to get fucked in the ass, which he literally is. Someone who enjoys getting fucked in his asshole. Right? That's not defamation. Is it?
I don't know. I don't think
He's a
so.
homosexual.
Well, he's bisexual. So I guess that would imply, yeah. He's bisexual.
He is a person who openly has sex with men.
That's true.
Not equivalent of saying, all right, I'm not making that up.
No. We've all.
So he says, I
it's
literally
been public.
enjoy getting fucked in my asshole by a dick. I'm pretty sure that's the implication there.
I would say gay sex is
It's a reasonable implication.
Bisexuality, yeah, for a man.
There's no way said, I don't think you've read anal. Well, you'd know, wouldn't you?
That's also why for a long time I didn't say anything about the leafy stuff, and I only made like that one statement. Like for some people, for people that have no value, like their reputation is worthless. If you have a reputation that's worth something, you can't afford to engage with that person.
All right, cool. Let's go to
True.
Destiny next.
And literally, you can't afford it, bro. You can't afford it. You can't afford it. We gonna break you. Excuse me?
You mean because of the pixie thing going on as well?
No, I'm saying you cannot afford it. So he's right. He said, I can't afford this.
I see.
Yes, you can't afford it.
I agree. Yeah.
But
you did
we'll
it
take
anyways.
it on layaway. We'll take it on a payment plan.
You did it anyways.
But we'll take everything you got now and everything you're going to ever have. How about that?
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about at the last of this. I hope that Grace stops fucking her dad.
Don't you have to go see fucking Grace again because you're still obsessed with that girl?
I'm never seeing that woman again. I've canceled her. I've canceled her trust. We're not even doing it.
Is that the one who fucks her dad?
Well, no, that's the one who gets fucked by her dad. It's a little different. Ben Thorpe, aka Abel. I defended Carter months ago.
So now
in a
that's a
debate with Destiny.
third.
Beat him.
That's a third way of saying it. Now keep in mind, this is a guy, and we have yet to research this, but like it's all out there. This is a guy who has said he doesn't think consensual incest between adults is a moral problem. That's a big deal, because if you don't think it's a moral problem, then for you to present it drawing on social taboo is malice per se.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And we have
so if I publicly say I don't think homosexuality, back when it's criminal, right, is between adults, that's consensual, should be shamed or made a crime, and then I call the cops to report some buggery going on, hard not to see that as malice.
Yeah. Although
Like,
that's
it's
not
the
in a direct analogy,
stupidest
but
thing.
yeah. I try to
Why
get.
isn't it?
Well, because that would imply that there was actual buggery going on.
Well, especially if I'm lying about it, if I have no basis, right?
Right.
Because my neighbor irritated me or mowed the lawn in a way I didn't like, and I call for that, right?
When
because
I
there's a
publicly
rumor
said-
about him.
Yeah.
That's per se malice. 100%.
I agree.
You don't
I
need to
completely
prove
agree.
it. Has he ever gone back on that? No. I've never said that. You've never said that. Very few people have ever said that. He spent a long time getting to the point where he says that. So then if you accuse someone of that based on nothing, how is it not malicious? You don't think it's wrong, but you're trying to say something about someone that you don't think is wrong when you feel a little insecure. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's relevant. You want to talk you want to talk about what would be allowed in court? Oh, there's things where you're telling your daughter to shut up. Not allowed, inadmissible, got nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's allowable. That's
Oh,
super important.
Of course.
That goes, hey, Your Honor, that goes to proving malice.
Mm-hmm. So we have.
You couldn't you couldn't dream up a better backstory for someone to do what he did. To reach the admittedly high level. You couldn't dream up something more delicious as a lawyer than to say this person publicly, for no reason, went through a whole thing saying consensual incest between adults is fine, is morally fine.
In his opinion,
you couldn't dream up a better, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a better piece of evidence. That's a foundational piece of evidence.
Yeah.
You couldn't concoct it in your wildest dreams.
Yeah. It is amazing. Keemstar doesn't have that. Keemstar never said, I think incest between consenting adults. Never argued for that.
Right.
But Destiny did.
How much more stupid can you be?
Yeah.
And if it's morally neutral, then it obviously shouldn't be shamed, even if you did think it was going on. Right?
From his
point of view,
yeah.
So that goes to malice.
Yeah.
It's like calling someone an F-slur back when it was illegal.
Wasn't Destiny arguing for incest before? Yes. Yes, that's kind of the point, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's go to Destiny next.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about at the last of this. I hope that Grace stops fucking her dad.
That's the first one.
Don't you have to go see fucking Grace again because you're still obsessed with that girl?
I'm never seeing that woman again. I've canceled her. I've canceled her. Trust. We're not even doing it.
Is that the one who fucks her dad?
Well, no, that's the one who gets fucked by her dad. It's a little different.
2. Then this is March of
wait,
2024.
excuse me, but I don't even understand how it's a little different. But now he's nuancing it, right? It's not even like
I don't. She fucks her dad versus she gets fucked by her dad. I mean, he said in this clip right before this, I hope Grace stops fucking her dad. So if we're going to go into the logic of this, why would
he
then
understands
correct
in some
somebody
way
who says she fucks her dad?
He understands it, but what their implication is, like, you don't understand how rich the implications are here. The implication is you should be careful how you word that. Okay.
Right.
But then you just word it the same exact way. Getting
Right.
fucked and fucking are synonymous.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's super weird. Be careful how you phrase this.
We didn't say that,
statement. But that's the
but he's
implication,
like,
hey, whoa, it's the other way around. But it's
right?
the
And
same
he doesn't
thing.
use the R word either here, right?
Right.
So it seems
Right.
like there's some recognition of what's going on.
Right. Are you going to take these clips to court on your phone?
Really good point. Conscious karma?
Great question.
We're not even doing it.
Is that the one who fucks her dad?
Well, no, that's the one who gets fucked by her dad. It's a little different.
Okay, now that was, I think, those clips start August 7th, which is when the debate was, which is 2 years ago today. And then the clip after it, I would assume, would be after August 7th, so that's still within the statute of limitations. Then we have March of 2024, which I have until March of 2026 under the statute of limitations to correct.
Ben Thorpe, aka Abel. I
To
did
address
months ago
To address, yeah.
on a debate with Destiny. Beat him so bad he defamed me publicly. There must be other things for you to do with your time. Don't you have a daughter to go rape or abuse or some bullshit? What do you?
Okay, now we're back to the rape. And actually, interestingly enough, this is him responding to you saying that he defamed you, is to continue defaming you and, by implication...
Play it again. Play it again. I didn't hear it.
Thorpe, aka Abel. I defended...
He's reading something you posted, maybe in his chat or something.
Yeah, it was
months ago on
Dad, it's a little different.
Ben Thorpe, aka Abel. I defended Carter months ago on a debate with Destiny. Beat him so bad he defamed me publicly. There must be other things for you to do with your time. Don't you have a daughter to go rape or abuse or some
That's
bullshit?
an
What are you
interesting
doing?
point. Yeah.
So, not only is he responding to
He's
something...
being told he defamed.
Yeah.
And his response is to reiterate the defamation.
Yeah. And that's
And
clearly it's
you
equally
could say he
as
didn't mention you by name, but
no,
like
it's equally as defamatory as me because everybody
matter.
knows we're a streaming duo. He interacted with me. I was known as your daughter. You were known as my dad. It's clearly referencing me.
But maybe we
It's-
should both file. Maybe we should amend it to have 2 plaintiffs.
Actually, that's a good point because
I'd
this
love to
one
see
is-
him in court, and I'd love
this
him to
one
come
is
up to me and
directed-
try to do what he said, and it'll end the way I said it would.
That is actually a good point. That is actually a good point.
Go to my chat.
That one was directly to you.
Oh, you know what? I just.
Oh, and this one is so good. Hi, Keemstar. Hi, Daniel. Okay, this one is so good, guys. Okay, so
Paper reviews or some bullshit. What are you doing on my chat?
is December 2024. Okay, so like what, 8 months ago, 9 months ago? Okay. Listen to this.
Oh, you know what? I just remembered something. That is right. I did tell Grace one other thing to do that was important. I said, hey, look, Grace. I go, Ben cannot be on camera, and it might be a good idea to keep Ben off of your personal channel and streams for like a month. I got a business to run here. I got a show to run here. All right. When you came on the show, I have Destiny hit me up. I got all these different people hitting me up saying you can't allow Grace to be on here.
Okay, so in December of 2024, Destiny is telling Keemstar that he can't have me on his show, which is a show that has
said we're done.
nothing to do with
what?
Destiny. I haven't interacted with
You're
Destiny.
running around months later with Grace's obvious biggest shot at stardom since you, and you're the first name and the only name that he specifically brings up who was furiously trying to, what's that called again?
It's called tortious interference. There's two types of it,
Interfere
but
with
that one would be
your
called malicious
career with a
tortious
potential
interference.
third party. And why is
And
that?
I believe he did. I believe Keemstar because Keemstar's trying to show off. Like, dude, you got a lot of people who don't like you. Destiny is the biggest name I could think of who reached out to me.
Can you imagine?
And
Can you
I'm going-
imagine? Can you imagine if this is the one that makes it? How many other little texts were sent?
Right.
And this isn't the next day. This isn't.
Can I
Hey,
just
I
say
got a
something?
sore asshole. This is a
This is-
vendetta.
This is a year and several
And you
months.
know what comes
Wait, hold
in
on.
real handy there? A pattern of doing this to people, especially to
Right.
young women who don't respond positively to your sexual advances.
This is
That
a year.
doesn't go over well with old mom and pop on the jury now, does it?
This is a year and 3 months after we had any interaction.
Throw myself a cigarette because you're such a fucking pig.
I haven't had a cigarette in 2 hours. Suffer.
Look at you.
This is after me and Destiny hadn't interacted for a year and 3 months. A year and 3 months later, you are going to contact Keemstar and tell him not to have me on a show that has nothing to do with you. When you are not involved in this in any way, shape, or form. That is like the definition of tortious interference. And I think, I don't know. Might be another suit. I don't think I can add it to the defamation suit. But I can certainly add it as evidence of maliciousness. Dad, put your headphones back in. This,
Shove it up your ass.
this I think is a
Oh,
separate.
Grace, look.
What? You
What
had
do
one?
I have that you don't have? Look what I got that you don't have.
I might take a break. But listen, Mackenzie Carter Cameron says, "Oh my God, Florida allows live broadcasting of civil trials. You have to put in a request to the judge for this."
He'd say okay. No, he wouldn't. He pussy out.
He wouldn't say. He wouldn't say.
Hey, Steve, let's do it. Let's do it.
I thought he
bro.
wanted a real life legal arc.
Get your ass handed to you live by a 22-year-old girl and her daddy.
But Dad, I was just thinking. This is. I think I should file a. I think you should file
Good catch, Mackenzie. Love
separately.
that.
Yeah, that is great. You should file separately, and I think that I should file another lawsuit for tortious interference. Absolutely.
I think it'll all be handled together.
You think so? I mean, there's two very separate claims, though.
Not really. He in a sense dealt with us as an entity.
No. I mean for tortious interference. I don't.
Count 1, count 2. What do you talk about?
Oh, I see. Just add it to the. No. But the complaint has to be one specific thing, like libel/slander. That's how I entered it into the court. It can't be libel.
Well, you
slander,
got a
and
lot of
something
time.
else.
Let's do one
That's
at a
true.
time. Let's
That's true.
rack it up.
I do have a lot of time. That's true.
Oh, we got one. We might as well get 3. Hey, Destiny. Thanks for paying us off that first one. Oh, looky here. There's 2 more.
You and Keem didn't have a contract, though? Doesn't matter. He was interfering in a business
Tortious
relationship.
interference requires a contract. Not necessarily.
No.
It has to do with the possibility of a business relationship. That's true.
Do you think you can't sue somebody if you're like a contractor and somebody's going to hire you to build their house and somebody else tells the person who's going to hire you, he had a house that fell down 2 years ago and it's a lie?
What fucking business
you don't think
is
that's
it of-
tortious interference?
What fucking business is it of Destiny's? Whether Keem wants to hire you. What
It's
business is it of his?
absolutely none of his business. It has nothing to do with him. I didn't bring him
Now,
up. Nothing
I'm
to
sure,
do with him.
I'm sure Steve's going to give Keem a call and go, can you deny that? But like, you said it, so we want to see those DMs in Discovery. And guess what? Both sides are going to look really fucking bad. That's double Discovery.
Yeah.
And that starts us off on the next suit. Grace, we're in.
We are. And I just want to say again, thank you, Naptown, for making this video. Thank you.
Can't sue Keem. Oh, really? Do you know who's going to get on board with us? We might just do a little class action suit. Do you know how many people want to sue him who've been part of his little network of workers who've been in a workplace in the state of New York, which has the most stringent workplace laws on the planet? And one of them happens to be mentally retarded. I mean...
Yeah.
It's bye-bye time, dude.
One other thing to do. That was
Hasn't Andrew Wilson tried to mess with your career too? Why not sue him? Yeah, he said. What? Don't I have I have a clip of that somewhere where he says I prevented Grace from getting on the whatever podcast.
Yeah, you can subpoena those records.
He said something.
Brian
to my,
at this point is totally sick of him and would be happy to just turn on.
I would think so. Yeah, he said something to my dad to the effect of, you wonder why your daughter didn't get on the whatever podcast. Well, you might be looking at the reason. Something like that. I don't know.
It's important. I said, hey, look, Grace. I go, Ben cannot be on camera, and it might be a good idea to keep Ben off of your personal channel and streams for like a month. I got a business.
Can I address something, Grace?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a business to run. Run into the fucking ground. And then have to pay out all the lawsuits from your reckless behavior. Yeah. You're
But
gonna
a
have
business
to run that.
means an LLC to sue. And guess what? When you sue an LLC, they have to hire an attorney.
And you know what's that really sucks about having an attorney against a pro se? The longer it lasts, the more pain you suffer. Whereas the pro se uses it for content. Grace, you're not responding with enthusiasm.
Dad,
You want me to leave? Ever since
we
I've been here,
are a
right,
team.
in chat gets it. Chat gets it. They're like, yeah, she's not happy.
Oh my God, you have to stop taking chat so seriously. I thought that was my problem.
I'm not taking chat seriously. I'm using chat to back up my claim.
You know
that
what, Grace? Chat is
you're-
very perceptive. Maybe you're not into this. Maybe that's not true. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe I did a big presentation.
Can we get back
Maybe
to hamster
You're
jokes?
coming in the second.
Those are not necessarily jokes, Ruska. There's a lawsuit in them thar hills.
I would like to see that in court. The transcript
She's just dumb enough. I mean, can you imagine? She's in fucking Newark. We're in fucking Rhode Island laughing up a storm, and she's going, "They're after me!" I mean, what didn't she do? Who's this, Ben and Jerry?
I have no idea.
Let me show that clip.
Yeah, I have that.
And we're just doing it to Ruby for the lols. She's never going to pay anything. She's going to pay us in extra morphine or hamster feces or semen, maybe. Uh-oh.
This was it. This was it.
Ben and Jerry are following you?
That was Ruby's last attempt to. Oh no, this is her.
No, I got something to say to the
Hold on.
internet. I got something
okay.
to say to the internet. You say, "Oh, you guys don't know what you're doing in court." Okay, I've been arrested 5, 7, 8 times. You know what's on my criminal record? Nothing. Nothing is on my criminal record.
Right, that's true.
Nothing is on my criminal record.
Mhm.
There is no conviction ever on my criminal record. There was something that I agreed to that I'm going to have expunged in one of 2 ways, but I love all my interactions with the police because they're all potential lawsuits. I've triumphed in court, pro se. Guess how many times Big Ben hired a lawyer? 0. How many convictions? 0. Because I know the law. And sure, there's one still cooking around, but like that one is going to be the easiest one of all. But I'm a nice guy. I'm a type of guy who says like, well, if it's mother your children, you know, maybe she'll come around. But don't look like it. And you're saying, well, that's because you're losing. Is it? Am I that dumb? Do you really think so? Do you really think if I said like, I'd be real careful about what I said, that you wouldn't be like, you would. You would. Because I do what I say, unlike all the rest of you people who say you're going to do something and don't do it. And I'll say there's some exceptions like Reptilian Richard. He's a true N-word. But most of you just cry and lie and go on the internet to tell us all about how we're going to fail like you did. No, we're not. I'm not a loser. How many of you have 6 beautiful children? I bet none of you. How many of you have a master's degree from a pontifical university or the equivalent? Very few. How many of you have had successful relationships with the opposite sex or any relationships with the opposite sex? Very few. How many of you can even articulate a full sentence with the camera on without almost wanting to die? None. How many of you use your name? None. None of you. This is what winning looks like. And you can cry and chat till the cows come home as I continue winning. And you continue losing and going, you know what? I don't think they're going to file that. I didn't think they were going to file that, but I bet they don't pursue it. Oh, they're pursuing it, but I bet they don't go to the next hearing. Oops, they went to the next hearing. I bet they don't prevail at that hearing. Looks like they did. I bet they're not going to win a summary judgment. Oop, they did. Cry and seethe. You've been doing it all your lives. And we benefit from your crying, your coping, and your seething because you do provide us the endless. Who could ask for more legally? You say Grok is good. Yeah, Grok is great. You know what's better? A bunch of fucking people who spend all of their time trying to find some hole in your legal argument. All of their time and energy. Who stay up nights looking up stuff, hoping they can find something. You know how much I'd have to pay someone like that? Not that any of you have any brains, but a few of you. And combined all of your thousands and hundreds of thousands of hours of research might be the equivalent of like a $20 an hour paralegal working 24/7. And that's a big asset.
I like it, Anjay. There will be massive
keep
cope
it
at the end
coming.
of this, one way or the other. Either they'll be coping or we'll be coping. But it's going to be them coping.
Right, Dad? Shut the fuck up.
Somebody's feeling spicy.
show to run here. All right. When you came on the show, I have Destiny hit me up. I got all these different people hitting me up saying you can't allow Grace to be on here because if Grace gets money,
I
she's
want to
gonna give
know
it to
about all of those people, Keem. And
Yeah.
you know what? You're gonna have to give it up. Get up from your little seat, take your little hat off, show your bald head, take your little I'm an eagle jacket off, turn around, bend over, pull your little pants down, and get ready to get fucked in the ass by the Thorpes.
I'm a little eagle.
Because you ain't I know the mafia. I know the mafia. I know Sicilians you got to be careful around. You're not one of them, big guy. Pushing Boogie 2988 to the brink. That's your lookout. That's your wow power. You tried to fucking pay off Grace with $3,300 in cash. You're going to be paying way more and hoping we take it. Just like you did the first time around, except it's going to be a couple of zeros added to it. Right, Danny boy? Or get ready to get fucked.
or Ben's he's gonna take over Grace's camera and all this other stuff. So I tried to find the happy medium.
People don't think the internet is part of society, and I really
How
do
ironic this conversation now.
think that's not true. And I have a right to my reputation, and I will pursue, legal remedies. I don't like to strike on YouTube because I feel like, that keeps the creativity from happening. But if people are going to lie about things about your family, I think you do have a right to say, like, you can't do that or you will face consequences.
Sure.
Boom.
Sure.
Prophesy fulfilled.
Sure.
Prophecy fulfilled.
Sure. I love it. Absolutely love it. So thank you. Thank you very much, Naptown, for this video. Guys, it's Naptown.
What a
Grace
great
Thorpe,
person.
PS Destiny. Absolutely.
And you know what else?
I didn't even
You know what
know
else?
those clips existed.
You know what else? Naptown is going to receive his reward in the afterlife, if not in this, but we plan to buy him a big, nice studio. Time to get on board, folks, or go over Run to Destiny and see what he'll pay you. Maybe he'll suck your dick or to let you suck his dick. Over here, we making money. We get clout. I would get with the program.
And, oh, that's the wrong brand.
But if you
On
want
that
to spend
note-
your lives reeing in eternity, I'm happy to help you there.
On that note, I'm going to end the YouTube stream. We're moving over to Kick so that I can get that sweet, sweet KCIP. So,
Uptown is an angel. Absolutely right.
guys, head on over to the Kick channel, kick.com/ThorpeTube, and we'll be taking chat questions. I'm accidentally posting the link in the Kick chat. Just ignore that, guys. All right. See you later.